The Gesar number sets are generally shorter than a lot of the others, but they're very important because Gesar can be quite complicated in terms of its extensive narratives and cast of characters, very much like the Mahabharata or similar long epic stories. So the number sets for Gesar start with the number two, and it's quite simple, quite easy. It's the two Wangpo. Now, the two Wangpo is referring to Kensei Wangpo and Patro Jigme Wangpo, and that's because they had a fair amount of influence in promoting the Gesar cult in the late 19th century, early 20th century, and also really pushing MIPAM to write texts and create practices and divination techniques and all sorts of various rituals for Gesar. Then we have the number three, and with three we have what's called the three mightiest of the generals. So these are the three closest generals or warriors to Gesar, and we have a number of these. We actually have a number of other groupings for generals. Then we have the number four. We have the four great secret mothers, and then this relates to sadhana practices and guru yogas that were written by MIPAM. Then again, we have generals. We have the five mightiest generals. Then for seven, we have the seven warriors of Ling, but then we also have the seven sisters of Ling. For the number eight, we have eight deity Gesar Dorje Tsegyal. So this is Gesar in a particular form, and he is surrounded by eight retinue deities, and it's actually a sadhana practice. Then we now have the eight generals, but we also have the eight Werma, the eight gods of Ling. Then for the number 11, this is referring more to art history rather than religious context. Or mnemonic system. For 11, we have the 11 painting Gesar life story set, and the full set that we know of is in the Sichuan Museum in Chengdu, China, and this is on the Har website as well. And then we have a few from the set, which is either a copy or made at the same time as the Sichuan set, most likely from Dzogchen Monastery in Kham Province. Because Dzogchen Monastery seemed to have the most affinity with Gesar, and also with the coming up with the Gesar dances, which the 11 painting Gesar life story set seems to be the central figures of the 11 painting set appear to be the same as those that you find at Dzogchen Monastery for the annual Gesar dances. Then we move up to the number 12, and here we have 12 generals. Then for 13, we have the 13 Werma. Now, the 13 Werma are quite common, and this is something that you'll find with images of Gesar, where he's surrounded by 13 different animals. Half of them are birds, then you have a tiger, you have fish, you have different animals, fox, wolf. And these are the 13 Werma. They're the special sort of envoys or messengers of Gesar. Then we have the number 18, and again we have 18 generals, and then the 18 supreme ladies. 18 supreme ladies are again coming out of Mipam's writings. Then we move up to 30. We have the 30 generals. Then we have the 80 generals, and then we have the 1,000 generals. So this is how you understand certain narratives within the very long biography or narrative of Gesar is the different stories of the different generals or the different Patu followers of Gesar. So in all, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these number set items are to do with generals that are found in the narratives of Gesar. Now, there are likely to be more items to add to this list, but you really have to go through a lot of the MIPAM material and pull it out, and then it's a question of how much of it can you find actually that's depicted in art. So most of what we have here A lot of what we have here is depicted in art. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.